Hello, greetings. Just wanted to make a quick video about us men. And it's not all men, but a lot of the black men are making videos, red pill, blue pill, time frame. But this is what I see. Men have a double standard. They have a double standard. I'm an older guy, I'm 58, and I seen my mother walking a holiness, Pentecostal holiness type lifestyle. But my father, even though he was a good man, he was the opposite. And I'm not judging my father. I love my father. I respected my mother and father, regardless. But my mother, she walked a certain line as a woman in the 70s. This is what I seen. And if she deviated a little bit out of line, my father would uh, basically accuse her, or I'm gonna go tell your pastor, or you supposed to be this type of person, and you shouldn't do that. And you doing everything you shouldn't do, telling another person what they can and can't do. But the women I seen growing up, not saying all of them was religious or holy, but they kept a certain standard about themselves, a certain purity, a certain classiness, or I mean, however you want to think about it. It wasn't whorish or defiled. Versus today, many men are complaining that the women are 304s or whorish or lazy or not domesticated or unsubmissive. But that's what a lot of them were. I seen in the 70s and the 80s, and the women held everything down, even being the one that went to the church and had the relationship with God. When the man didn't, maybe he came along later, she was able to draw him in some kind of way. But now you have nothing. Nobody have relationships with God hardly anymore. And the things that the older women taught, because I had a female pastor that taught the women how to cook, clean, iron, be respectful, not loud, how to, teach the children. You don't hardly see that. You see a lot of the older women acting like their granddaughters or their daughters is 304s, and the men complain. What a double standard. So if you want to have something that's has substance and purity and something to build off of, you have to be that first, if I can say that. So I try to train my children, even though I made a lot of mistakes, to be respectful to the women, and the women to be respectful. How to do the basic things in the house. You know, all and whoop de whoops. Different things I've seen. But most of these things are in the Bible stories, and they're not translated today by the parents, the grandparents, to their children and great grandchildren or grandchildren. You know what I mean? A lot of these things was passed on. You see your mama cook, that's what you did. You see your father work, cut grass, that's what you did. So, men, you can't have a double standard. Now, a lot of this generation, you know, I ain't saying they're shot, because anybody can change and want to learn. But if you have a young person, a young woman, a man, they have to be taught in the way, even though you might not be religious or in the church, but you got to teach them how to do things. Open the door for the lady, be respectful, not call them bitches and whores, and all these different things that you expect to have to happen to you. You got to first put it out there. You got to first teach it. You got to first practice it. So you can't have a double standard, man. I'm sorry. And if you do find a woman that has those attributes, she's like a rare diamond. Now, it used to be common to see a lot of the attributes across the board in a lot of women and men, but then, the culture's changed, the years changed, so now we have a culture of seductive spirit, deceiving spirits. Everybody look a certain way, act a certain way, move a certain way, and initially it looked good, but when you're trying to build something, it's nothing. It's nothing there. It's just like trying to build a house on sinking sand. So, men, you can't have a double standard. I'm sorry. You can't have a double. You can't be whorish and expect that woman not to be whorish. You know what I mean? It's like I got daughters and granddaughters, so I see certain things. Certain things, hey, they wonder why they can't hold a certain relationship or they can't attract a certain type of person because of what you are. You're going to attract what you are. So the double standard, let it go, man. Have a blessed day.